All right, ladies, so welcome back onto the next step, one of my favorite steps, and that is setting your highlight and your contour. So what I'm setting my highlight with is the medium, the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's the loose finishing powder in color 30 in medium deep. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the color. I hope that you can see. And I'm gonna go in with my small flat fluffy brush here, and I'm going to set my eye, my under eye, and I'm patting and moving, patting and moving. You do not want to swipe because you may mess up your concealer or your highlight. Sorry, not your concealer. You may mess up your highlight. And we're gonna just go ahead and right up under the eye, look up. Okay, and I want, this is my soft glam, not too much, but you can tell it's highlighted, it is lifted. We don't want to put the powder all around the whole cheek because we're just highlighting right under the eye and in down to the nose area. All right, and you see how that's coming together already. So I will also show you how to transition from soft glam into full glam with this very look, okay? Now, everything for full glam is just amplified. You use your foundation that you desire, whether it's light to full coverage. You add more of the highlight, you build it up to your liking, all right? And then you add, like I'm doing now, your highlight powder. And I'm moving it around. And so you put a little bit here for my nose, just a tad. I don't need to put a whole lot of highlight on my nose. And my chin. Not too much, not too much. Make sure you get your corners of your nose, ladies, because there's nothing worse than turning to the corner, you're smiling, you're laughing, giggling, and then you have a huge crease right here that separates your makeup from your nose. Oh, no, we don't want that, we don't want that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure we get the nose corner. And I'm gonna just put a little bit more. And I'm just gonna put it right around my mouth area as well. This part right here, your smile lines, when you put your powder here, it helps to prevent the cracking in your makeup when you smile and gives you more of a longevity, in your makeup, okay? Especially if you're oily. Okay. All right, so that's looking pretty good for the highlight, if I should say so myself. All right. Now I'm gonna go in with my contour powder. Okay, so we wanna just let the powder under the eye sit for just a little bit. I used the brush because I didn't want to have too much powder or too much of a cakey look. So I used the powder or the powder brush, the small powder brush. Now for the full glam look, you can go in with your sponge, apply the powder and really like pack it on. As a matter of fact, I will show you how, if you wanted like more powder or more of a highlighted look, I'm gonna show you how you could do that right now with a sponge if you so desired. So I'm gonna take a fresh sponge, it has not been used. I'm gonna just dab a little bit onto, a little bit of powder onto my sponge. Okay, it's a little bit of powder and I'm gonna go right and press it in. Now, do you see how much powder you have underneath your eye? Okay, you could press it in just like that on your nose. You're going out, you need your makeup to last. for a long time, let's say red carpet event, you're going to a wedding or something like that, you want a full face, all-nighter face, you can apply your powder like this, and you're gonna just pat it in, and see how it's blending out. But now it's looking like a lot of powders on my face. Okay, that's how you do the full glam. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and just, at this point, I can sweep that away. Sweep, 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 because I put extra powder on. So I can just go ahead and sweep that out. Sweep that out, sweep that out, sweep that out. Whew. And still that looks like a little bit too much. That's almost looking into full glam highlight at this moment, okay? But let's, we're still in soft glam. That's the look we're still doing. I'm gonna go in with my dark, deep foundation by Makeup Revolution. I'm gonna use that to set my contour, okay? And if you see you hear the tapping, I'm just dabbing it on one of my blush palettes here. So that way I can apply my powder brush to it. Okay, I'm dusting it off. So I just have a little bit of the contour, powder. And I'm just gonna dab that in, pat, 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 and move. Okay. I'm patting and moving. And so the actual face that I'm doing, just the face, not the eyes. This face can be used for soft glam or full glam, okay? So that's what I'm wanting to show you, and I hope that you're understanding it, is that, you know, you can add up, you know, use just a little at a time. If you're not a big makeup wearer, you just want something casual, you may have a photo shoot to go to, you may have something, you know, a meeting, you know, first your interview or something like that, and you want to just have a little bit more going on, then this is the face that you want. Now, job interview, you want to go in more natural, but if you're going in, let's just say, you know, a wedding, you know, those types of events. Office cocktail parties, those type of things, you can wear a little bit more makeup. All right, now I'm gonna set my chin here, make it look like I lost about 30 pounds. That's the look we're going for. All right, and one thing I did forget, but I'm happy I remembered. Oh, wait a minute, let me go ahead and finish the dark, my contour here for the dark contour. And I'm just going to lightly set my nose, hope you can see, using a small tapered brush, or you can use a nice small fluffy brush. And I'm going in right here into my eyebrow a little bit and bringing it down my nose. You go in with very, very little powder, very, very little. Okay, and I start here. Hope you can see. And I bring it up into my eyebrows a little bit. And I bring it around my nose, around the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna set that down, and then I'm gonna go in. Usually I'm up close in the mirror. Why? Because like we said, we don't want any harsh lines. Because if I do very harsh lines, you know, on my nose especially, I'll start looking cat-like, you know, lioness-esque, if you if you will. And that's not the look I'm going for right now. I want it to be well blended, like, oh wow, she has a natural highlight to her nose, a natural point. So I'm gonna go in with my mirror and I'm gonna go a little bit closer and I'm gonna just make sure that my nose is nicely blended. And sometimes you might have to go back in, okay? Back in with your contour, with your sponge with the contour, no, not this sponge, sorry, not that one. You'll go in with the one that you use your highlight, the one with the highlight powder. You can use or a fresh sponge, and you just want to pat around and blend that powder in a little bit. Okay, so now I don't see a line of demarcation on my nose because you want that to be really set. So, you know, if you zoom in on my nose, you won't be able to see where the line starts and stops. You can see the two colors of like, okay, I'm lighter in the center and I'm darker on the side, but you're not seeing like a harsh stripe, harsh stripes down my nose, okay? And that's the look that we're going for there. I also taken that powder with the sponge on it. I'm gonna use that to make another small little okay, for some definition right in between, you know, where your cheek and jawline hit. I'm gonna blend, put the lighter powder there and blend it there, so that way there's a difference. And of course I see that it's a little bit noticeable, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my small brush and we're gonna blend it in. Blend. And this one you can go back and forth. You can even go right around this area too. Blend up and swipe. Whatever you need to do to get the job done to where it's blended in seamlessly. I'm looking into my mirror as well. So you want a difference between your cheek and the hollow, I guess, of your cheek as well. You want a little difference there. Okay, blend. And we're also gonna blend right in this area too. Now you see I'm getting oily in this area, oily here. That's fine. We are going to use the translucent powder. It's a little bit of the translucent powder, and we're just gonna go over on top of my brow, just a tad. All right, so that shine is gone, and you see a little bit of shine is happening here. A little bit more translucent powder. Okay, and that is gone. Yay! So we have successfully set our highlight and our contour powder. See you in the next video.